Welcome to episode 12 of the Cosmo Reads. What's up? What's up? How's everyone doing tonight?
Doing
How's it
good.
going?
Can't complain.
Doing a little microphone adjusting since it's been in my backpack for a week. So yeah, coming back from vacation, trying to get my life back in order. Same old, same old. So quick announcements real fast before we get into anything else. This is a busy week for the Will Read / Cosmo Reads, all the Read stuff going on. Tomorrow night is Wad of Fortune, playoff round number 2. Come back for the Will Reads tomorrow night. It's at 10 p.m. It's a little late. Because we had some contestants that need to put kids to bed and they need a later start time. And I know it's on a weekend, but weekends are tough in the summertime, I found. So we're doing what we can. So Monday, next August, hopefully we're back on weekends for the Lot of Fortune. But yeah, 10 p.m. tomorrow night, and then 9 p.m. for the Will Read, since we got to cancel last week. If you guys follow that podcast as well, we'll be live recording what we were supposed to do last week this week. So yeah, we'll be back.
A question on that real quick. Is there spoilers there for people like us that haven't,
I mean, it's Hangman. Yeah, I mean, we don't get like too much into it, but like there's places and characters that you probably haven't met yet if you haven't read the whole series, but it's not like we go into like plot details.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Cool. Yeah.
Like, it might be a chapter title or like a place from a scene, but it won't mean anything to you.
Some of those things are so obscure. I've read these books and I was like, oh, I forgot that person even existed. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I love a good game show. So
man. Get on that.
And Zul is one of our contestants tomorrow, and hopefully you don't lose. But yeah,
I'm definitely tuning in now.
Zul's one of the contestants.
I'm in the Zul camp. Got to. Yes.
There you go. And for pie sauce, we're doing a lemon peach and mint martini.
Yes.
You can't see it because he put it in the spoiler section, but he actually made a Mistborn inspired cocktail, and he put the ingredients in our Discord.
Okay.
Spoilers. So here's the Mistborn inspired Discord. It's 2 ounces of Old Tom gin, half an ounce of Blanc vermouth, half an ounce of is it Cointreau? Cointreau, and 3 dashes of absinthe, and then enough silver edible glitter to make it look like there's metal suspended.
And
okay.
Your liquid.
Awesome.
All right.
It's called the Steel Pusher right under the.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds fancy. I like it.
And edible glitter in there, yeah.
Nice.
So you can drink your medals.
Yeah, I need to see a picture of this. I need to see a picture of this cocktail, though.
Yeah. It's Mistborn inspired cocktails. So, yeah,
nice.
I think that's what.
That's a great name too. Oh yes, Steel Pusher. Yeah, that swagger on it.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds good. So yeah, so that's all that's going on the channel for next week. Also, we will be getting back to the Will Reads Does Cosmere with Ian and Chris doing whatever the second book of Hordes of Radiance. Sorry, Stormlight Archives. So we'll be doing that some point whenever we can find time in our schedules. So yeah. Also, the next few weeks we might be doubling up episodes and things like that. We're trying to put some in the bank here and there. So just keep checking our Discord. If you're not a member of Discord, go join that. You can find links to it on our website and join it, and you can get all the announcement updates as far as what's going on there. It's I don't always remember to post to social media, but I always do post in Discord. So
it's a fun place to be.
Excuse me. You want to stay up to date. Yeah. So I think he just posted a picture of it. Ooh, that does look fancy.
Oh, nice. Wait.
Yeah, in the Discord.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look.
Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, that's it for announcements as far as everything else going on. As far as like personal life, I'm exhausted right now, so I am just gonna muscle through. I stayed up way too late last night because I went to see Oppenheimer, which we were talking about a little bit before the show, Alana, Will, and I. But was expecting it. So I would we were gonna splurge a little bit and do the IMAX thing because it's a Christopher Nolan film. It is not like a normal it's definitely a historical biopic, which is as a history buff myself, I thoroughly enjoyed. But if you're going to see it for like massive nuclear explosions, like in your face, like melting in your face, like that, I mean, that's not it. It's not what the movie's about.
Right.
So it's but I enjoyed it.
My wife texted me earlier tonight actually and asked, she was like, "Have you seen Oppenheimer?" No, but
yeah,
what's it earlier now?
I will make one recommendation of a movie though. I watched that movie Joyride. Okay. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Go check that movie out. And I love anything that's got representation, diversity. But man, Joyride was funny. Yeah. Loved it. Go see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the best part about my Oppenheimer experience last night is being in Newport News, Virginia, good old bad news. I was going to fight in the movie theater, which was fun.
Oh, great!
Yeah, that was interesting. Quick story time there, just because it was hilarious. So at the City Center movie theater we have here in town, you pick your seats. So it's one of those movie theaters where it's not like you just go pick whatever seat you want. You reserve seats and pick which seat you're going to be in when you buy your ticket.
Yeah.
So we bought them online the day before, and it was me and one of my guy friends, and we show up and go to get our seats, and someone's sitting in my seat. And at first I was like, maybe I just looked at the seat wrong. So I start pulling my ticket, and he starts grumbling, like, upset. He's like, "This is my seat." I was like, "It might be, dude. Let me check my ticket real fast." And as I'm pulling, it's like, "Fine, I'll just move." And like, he gets up and starts to walk away, and like, I confirmed, yes, it is my seat. And then he pulls out like a piece of paper with handwritten like numbers and letters on it. He's like, "See, this is my ticket." And, like, it's clearly just like a piece of paper that he wrote on. Like, I'm like, yeah, dude, that's like,
why?
That's not how movie theaters work, my guy.
So he slid down like a few seats and then just kept on staring at me. And like about 5 minutes later, during the previews, he just like yells over at me. He's like, "By the way, you're the asshole." And I turned to him. I was like, "Are you talking to me, man? Like, what'd you say?" Like, and he's like, "Nothing, never mind." And like, just keeps on staring at me. And I'm like, okay, this is awkward. And the guy was drunk, slurring speech, could barely walk. Other people came in. He got kicked out of like 5 different seats because he was in other people's seats, and like basically ping ponged his way down to the very front of the theater, stumbling each time he got up. And it was interesting. I was like, this is going to get interesting real fast.
Right.
But it ended up just passing out of the front row, and that was the end of it. So it ended up being not as dramatic as it could have been. It was just like for a couple seconds there, I was like, are we even throwing hands in a theater? Like, is this about to go down? Like,
I'm waiting for him to announce that he's running for mayor.
Yeah,
because he's that kind of guy. You know?
He was that kind of guy.
I ran into a drunk dude. And he actually did that. He was like, "I'm gonna run for mayor," and sure enough, he started just walking around in a beat up suit, saying he was running for mayor.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
I might know him.
Salute to you, my guy.
I was in Norfolk one time, like early in the morning, like buying, I think, ice for like a sailboat trip or something like that. And like some guy in the parking lot like stumbled over to me. I thought he was going to ask for change and didn't say anything, just swung at me and missed and fell over. And like, I just let it go because he fell to the ground. And I was like,
yeah,
okay, I'm just going to walk away. Like, I just can't.
I told my wife this. So today I was at the gas station with my electric car, which looked weird, but I was getting my can filled with gas because I needed to, like, for the lawnmower. And this homeless guy walks up, asks me for some cash. I give it to him, and then I go into the ABC store, and that's where he's at. he's arguing with the lady. He wants to get some alcohol. Yeah. I was like, I'm glad I contributed to his cirrhosis. Look, I had the best of intentions. I was just trying to be good, hoping that he'll come back around, pay it forward. But I guess I'm paying into his eventual liver failure.
So I just found out, like, my parents exclusively shop at Harris Teeter for groceries, and they get all those gas points. But both my mom and my dad drive electric cars, so they don't buy gas at all. Mm-hmm. So it was actually on vacation, like, because we went on vacation with them last week, and they were like, "Yeah, you just use our phone number and use our gas points because we don't use them." And I went to the pump, and like literally, I paid. My wife, I think, paid like just over $2 a gallon. Like after all
there
this
you go.
So I was like, well, found out what we're doing now.
We do that too. We actually have Harris Teeter as well, and my wife just told me she just now figured out how to use all the points that we've been accumulating. Yeah. Obviously, I don't use them because I got the electric car. I don't know. Yeah,
so, exactly.
Anyway, so many side tangents. My bad.
It's all good. I know, and we're trying to be like more on point tonight, I think, but it happens.
Don't worry about that.
Oh yeah, flight got delayed. Yeah, so we're good. Okay.
We're laser focused now. Here we go.
Laser focused. All right. Yeah, jackpot on gas. Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Excited about that. So, yeah, you guys ready to jump right into these? Anything else you guys want to add or talk about before you jump into this?
Nah.
Okay, cool. Let's get to chapter 29. So Vin reads the end of the text.
Yeah.
Lord's rulers have been fully, and she gets to the end, and it's just like abruptly like, I hope tomorrow goes well. And then it's blank pages, and she's like, what the fuck is this? Like,
but even before that, the little blurb that happens at the beginning of the chapter,
yes, yeah.
I mean, it really lays into the fact that these terrorist men are powerful because it's like he's like scared, and you can see how the subjugation of the terrorist men is going to happen.
Yeah, it's
already in the works in the back of his mind, even though he doesn't know it yet. He's already putting the machinations together to oppress these people. So. Yeah,
he says like whatever they are, they need to be confined. I think is the word he used.
Yeah,
I think I've
right.
That sentence.
Yeah,
like, Rashek needs to be confined.
Yeah, which says these terrorist men could be very dangerous. I think perhaps we have treated them unfairly. However, men like Rashek must be contained. He irrationally believes that all people outside of terrorists have oppressed him. He is such a young man to be so angry. So
yeah. Anyway,
he got a little weird too far.
Yeah. He again, he's an emo boy, so he's gonna do that, you know.
Yeah. So they Vin puts it down immediately. It's like, all right, if Sazed stopped here, I need to talk to him. Like, you need to go find Sazed right now.
Yeah, because she's rabid for the last chapter. She's like, where's this last chapter?
What happens? Vin goes on a rampage through the Renault mansion trying to find, Sazed and asking her, where's Sazed? Where's Sazed? And it's like, I think he's in the kitchen. And like, it's like, oh, I guess he gets hungry. He's taking a break. Okay, that's fine. He's taking a break. He's still translating. And like comes in, he's around a small group, like whispering, which is a little sus. But he has a pretty good excuse for it. He's just like, I still have to run this place. So
exactly.
Like, we have to do what we have to do. Oversee the food stores and everything like that, and make sure the servants know what they're doing and have the jobs. And it's still part of my job as a steward. And it's like, and he says, what's the rest of the translation? He's like, translation? I finished it. He goes, what are the last part then? He's like, I gave it to you.
I gave you the last part.
Yeah, I gave you the last part. He's like, no, you didn't. It just ends the night before. He goes, that's when he stopped. And he's like, and she's like, but why? And he's like, I don't know. I can't make him write more stuff. He didn't write anymore. Like, that was the end.
Yeah.
He said, maybe, once you become a god, you don't, eternity, now you're going to live forever. So why do you need to keep a journal anymore?
She's like, come on, George R.R. Martin. What's going on here? Yeah, man. That's rough stuff. I mean, and of course, it's like he talks about, all this, like he's like really getting into the depths of like his like inner thinking and like, what the new world is going to be like. And people are questioning him as being like the new, savior. And he's like, questioning himself even a little bit. And it's like inner turmoil. And it leaves you with a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, and Sazed kind of points out a good point. I mean, he's like, this isn't like a normal story where there's like you have to sum it up. It's his personal journal. Like, that's a real thing. Like, people just give up after a while. Like in the middle of like, like I just don't write a journal anymore. And it's there's no conclusion. It's just there's just no more.
Right.
I just put it together that like it's getting to the climax of the journal, and they're literally on the climax like of a mountain.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Will
exactly.
Thoughts, hashtag Will Thoughts.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she's not happy because she's like, what happened? Did they get hit by an avalanche or what?
Yeah. Well, obviously, the deepness was defeated because you don't have the deepness. So, whatever that is, she doesn't even know what that is.
Thank you for bringing it up, Will, but because they talk about going into a cavern, and I'm like, what's the cavern do? What happens in the cavern? Blah blah blah. I was the same way. I'm like listening to like all this information. I'm like, what the hell is special about the cavern? Blah blah blah. There's a mountain. Nothing. After that, just like crickets.
Yep. Yeah.
The terrorist men are badasses, and they got held back. If you look at the future, but like, what happened? Something big happened there, but we don't know.
all I
Yeah.
kept thinking is that South Park episode, and I joke about it with my wife all the time, where it's like the underpants gnomes, and like first step underpants, second step question mark, third step profits. You don't know what the middle part is, and I'm like, what's the middle part? And that's the way I feel about this right now. I'm like, wait. How did we get from the darkness and all this stuff to here? And it's like I thought that the diary was going to be like, oh, and then I did the thing and I boiled a lake of fire and all this kind of stuff. And I slung a bag of antlers and and nope, nothing, just crickets. And I was like, oh, okay, I see how you're doing, Mr. Sanderson. I see how you're doing. That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah. Cool. Do you see that, Will? I sent you a private message. To make sure, I was saying check your audio. Just real fast.
Oh, got it.
I think you might be just a little far back from the mic, but it had like a little.
Oh yeah, I am chilling pretty hard right now. Is that better?
That's better. it sounded like really airy for a bit. I was just like, is he like on the right microphone or is it like going through his computer? But anyway, it's fine. You're good. So yeah, and they do little jabs back and forth at this point, where.
Sorry, that the quote got me. Python said, "Mwahaha is technically a feeling." It got me. Nice. All right.
Yeah. So, and she asks him, "Are you suddenly a smart mouth?" And he's like, "I think I've always been."
Always been. Yeah,
I've always been.
Yeah.
And they go a little bit more into a few things just about the Lord Ruler and things like that. But like Kelsier's disappointed. They talk about that as well, and says like, "I think I got the most out of this than anybody else." At least snippets of
my religion
and stuff and culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, any thoughts from all this conversation?
I mean, all I could think about was that the cliffhanger is like da da dum. That's all I could think of the whole time was that that and
yeah,
here's what it is.
Yeah. And then they start also talking about like what will happen after all this is done. What's going to happen next after we defeat the Lord Ruler. Then what happens? Does Kelsier take charge, or did the Ska rule? Like who's in charge at that point? And she even thinks about herself, like what's her role going to be, because she's almost done with the training. So when she's done with the training, she has to train alone, and she doesn't want to be alone.
Right.
Yeah. And then as for Ellen, she doesn't even know I'm Ska. And it's my job to try to destroy his family. So, she's having all these thoughts about the future. What's the end game? And then will they even survive all this anyway? Does any of this really matter?
Yeah. And I keep having to remind myself, she's only like 16, 17.
Right.
It's like sometimes it's like the thoughts, I'm like, oh, well, she's kind of thinking about this in like a weird, immature way. I was like, oh, wait a minute, this girl's like, she's young. So yeah, the way she's thinking about things, she's like really overwhelmed by all of this.
Mm-hmm.
But also, this is like all so new to her. She was like one of the subjugated masses, and now she's in this rebellious group.
Yeah,
which is great for her.
What do you think about this religion that Sazed brought up next about the misfortune? They believe that find
that whole section I thought was awesome, because Ven takes like a really dark turn and starts getting very like, I don't know, just thinking about the future and what could happen. And then Sazed comes in with like I highlighted this whole page 484, just like full of optimism, like talking about luck and fortune, and like the perspective of like, well, a lot of these people look at how bad they have it as a good thing, because things can only get better from there.
Right.
And like I was like, Sazed's the man. Like he's literally the man. He's my favorite character by far. So
yeah, in that religion they praise misfortune. That just means you have less misfortune.
It's a lot of yin yang, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, if you have a lot of misfortune, there's gonna be a lot of fortune coming your way.
Yeah, exactly.
But so also, if you have a lot of good stuff happening to you, expect there's gonna be some bad.
Yeah.
There's a bad issue on the horizon. Get ready.
Yeah,
But for Van, I mean, when he's talking about that to Van, it's like she's been through so much already.
Yes.
It's like,
oh my god.
put the positive in front of her, put the carrot in front of her, so she's thinking about the future as a good thing, not a bad thing, because that's where she was going.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and she even asks, how can you stay so optimistic? You and Kelsey are both. They're like always so optimistic about everything. How do you stay this? And Stacey's answer is like, I don't know. Perhaps our lives are easier than yours, or perhaps we are simply more foolish. Keep it simple. It's.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get a little bit into Fair Kimmy, talk a little bit more, and then about what Stacey actually did. He got his strength built up and like just shoved the Inquisitor to the side and broke several bones.
Now I'm gonna admit I might need someone to explain it to me like I'm 5.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't quite get the whole thing about using Sage's metal from his earring and it being stored up and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like I got a little lost.
So Fair Kimmy, they store attributes in metals. So sometimes it's knowledge.
They store it in the metal.
Right.
And then she was using the metal of his earring.
So when she's
trying to.
Yeah, she's like, I wonder if I can use your strength through your mind.
Right. Okay.
Through the mind. Through the mind. Okay. Like through your shave off a little bit since you stored strength in there, whether I can access that strength. And she wanted to try. And the fact that she could even sense it was a little surprising.
Which is pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But
that's foreshadowing for later, which is going to come up. So
and Stacey knew exactly what she was talking about. She's like, oh yeah, so like it kind of like bonds to you. So like if another fair chemist or another keeper tries to use someone else's, it won't. They can sense it's there, but you can't. You can't test
it, right? So he couldn't be like, "Oh, I'm going to store up all this strength in my earring or whatever metal,
and give it to someone else,
and then give it to somebody else." It's got to be. He's the only person who can. Okay, got it.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you for explaining that. It wasn't quite that clear in the book, and I was like, I'm lost. So thank you.
You could even make yourself younger as well.
That aging thing was weird. I was like, oh, okay, all right.
I was confused about like kind of like I think what you were saying, Alondo, is like. What she did with the metal once because she like ingested the back of the earring or whatever.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What happened inside of Van, right? But maybe we're thinking too deep. But I was gonna add. I'm curious if that's gonna come back to bite Sazed because he he said it had a moderate amount of strength, but I'm like, is that gonna come back and bite him in the butt later? Like that he's missing that little bit of strength? I don't know.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Maybe. I didn't think about that. That's a good point, though. Good point.
I hope not. I love that guy.
Oh, me too.
I love that
guy.
Yeah.
That's your boy. That's my boy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's interesting that she didn't feel it. So, and it points out, hey, ferrochemists and elementals have been around for thousands of years. You think people have tried this already?
Right.
It's been known. If not, even though ferrochemists try to keep themselves very secretive because the Lord Ruler and everything. Yeah. But, you think it would be tried.
Mm-hmm.
And then we switched, I think, to Kelsey. Yeah, we switched to Kelsey's point of view.
Right.
After all this. So Kelsier joins the majority of the crew at the estate. At this point, he's being cavalier as well, not being as secretive as he should be.
Oh my god, this dude! He cannot stop being cavalier. That's just his. That's his motive. That's his MO. Is being cavalier.
See, I didn't even pick up on that, but now I'm going back. It's like, he just coin pushed up the balcony.
Yeah.
It's
like where anybody can see.
He cannot stop. Oh my gosh, man, this guy. And then he has that. Well, it comes up later, but it's like he's like, "Hey, people are noticing you're out here. They can see you from
literally, the street." Dude, the first thing he says is, and he makes his stunning entry.
Yeah, and he's here.
And scene. This guy. I mean, he can't help himself. Yeah.
Doxson goes, "You're truly a wonder to behold, Kel, particularly with soot stains on your knees." He's like, "I do some crawling tonight."
Yeah.
Oh my god. Kel. Oh man. Anyway.
And then of course Breeze makes a little joke or something like that, and Kelsey, you're too proud to crawl, huh, Breeze? My dear man.
Yeah, Breeze.
Get up.
Again, I keep every time we are doing these chapters, I get the love for Breeze. I get it.
Yeah.
Because he's got a swagger. Yeah, I love it.
He
Yeah,
does.
man. Yeah.
So they get another message from Marsh, and it's disguised inside.
Oh, and it's a great
table.
message. Holy crap, is this a message?
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
man. This
Yeah.
guy has gotten into the inner workings of some ish.
Mm-hmm.
34 soothing stations?
Yeah.
34. I'm like,
Yep.
That's
whoa,
huge.
that's
Yeah.
intense. Jeez.
And
Anyway.
and all the raids.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
A list of
and
all the raids. I mean, it's
Yep.
detailed. It's a detailed map.
Man.
It's not just city. It's everything
Yeah.
on this map.
Oh, this guy. By the way, I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it right now. My favorite character from these 3 chapters, Marsh, all day long, because the type of intel this guy has brought back, and by the way, got tattooed
Yeah.
to make sure he fit in. I mean, Marsh. I mean, chef's kiss to
Yeah.
you, my guy. Wow, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a huge piece of intel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
Yeah. And then it's one of these numbers: Inquisitor raids and dates.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "You'll notice Finn's crew house is listed." And they said, "Oh, there's one from last night." It's like, yeah,
Oh,
apparently,
yeah.
that's it. Apparently, Theron's crew got hit.
Theron's crew,
and that's the people that they were just like. And all they do is like they're still on to me, like they're still looking for me.
And that was that young boy, and it's like, and then of course the confirmation they got executed the same way as the previous crew did, which means hook in the neck and the whole deal, and
Yep,
that's rough. Yeah.
Just to go back for a sec, when Sazed is talking about like memorizing it or copying it and then sending it back in the repaired table leg, it's italicized, but Kel has like a internal thought, and he's like, "The day when you'll stop memorizing and start teaching is coming soon, Sazed. I hope your people are ready." I was like, "Hold on, what is that about?"
They're gonna overthrow the Lord Ruler soon. I mean, the Noble War is about to start.
Oh,
They're ready to go.
Closer than you think.
Yeah.
So, like, do we know that like there's a bunch of terracemen out there just waiting for Sazed to come and like be like, "Hey, let's go." Like,
Let's go.
Tree and status.
We don't know right now. Yeah, nothing's been telegraphed to us.
I'm still calling the Treant play. They're gonna come out of the woodworks and like
Treant
destroy. You remember that?
Yes, he's good. He's going. Oh my goodness! I love it though, man. The Tolkien.
They're coming, dude.
Yeah, man. Why not?
I couldn't skip that. That. But yeah, they took out Theron's crew. We were talking about Theron's crew.
Yeah.
And they said that probably means they still have Vin's trail.
Right. Oh, they're definitely on Vin's trail.
Never a good thing.
Yeah. But of course, we're gonna get a couple chapters from now. We're gonna figure out why they're probably on her trail. Because I got theories. We'll get there, but yeah, they're definitely they're not letting that trail go. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're also glad that there's no soothing station near clubs or shops, so that's somewhat relieving.
Right.
But at the same time, so they don't think that they're quite onto them yet.
Kel throwing out like a new plan, so to speak.
Yep.
With the avoiding the soothing stations, and then that transforms into, we should just go ahead and take all of those out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And Kelsier, man, every time he does stuff like just being on a balcony or whatever, he's like looking wistfully out over blah blah blah, and it's like I feel like this guy just wants to sabotage the plan, like subconsciously or something. He just does stupid stuff that puts the plan in jeopardy, and I'm like, could you just sit and chill, my guy, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah, and then they turn to Vin to get a report from Vin. Anything on the nobility, and she's like, "Nope, nothing, nothing." But there's a ball coming up new soon, so hopefully then
Yeah.
they're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's at Lord Venture ball. So
Yep.
Anything from all this before we switch to Kelsier, because it's kind of how we end this section.
Yeah. No.
No, any notes? Anything?
No.
Guys? Okay.
I think I've said everything I need to say about Kelsier.
Well, the next section is Kelsier again.
Well, it ends with that part where like Sazed comes in and Kel asks him to tell him basically a story, and he ends up telling him a story about this. What?
Yeah, I was going to get to that next, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Continue on.
No. I thought we were still in that chapter. Did I skip ahead?
No. I wasn't going to skip. It's just the section changed from them with the crew to Sazed and Kelsier by themselves. But yeah,
Right.
I can wait.
Well, that's where we are. I mean, so yeah.
You're in the right spot. I mean, you didn't jump ahead. You're right on time.
I mean,
you're right on time.
Yeah, I thought we were moving to the next chapter.
No, we're not going to breeze over that. No, not at all.
No, you're right on time. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I'm skipping to the very end of it, but I mean, the story that he ended up talking to Kel about was ended by Kel just saying like, no, it's just good to know that like there were people out there who still fought when they didn't have any hope at all. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, yep, that's pretty big because Kel's starting to lose hope. Like he needed that reminder to keep pushing forward, but he's not going to tell anybody that.
Yeah.
It's also interesting that like he trusts Sazed with that kind of information, because he wouldn't tell anybody like he's feeling weak or hopeless, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and he's interested in that religion, the Vala religion, because it was one of the last holdouts from the Lord Ruler. And despite all of their leaders being killed, they still continued on.
So it's like a religion of martyrs, basically.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's all it takes is a martyr to go down, and it just galvanizes the masses. So it made, and we've seen that in human history, over all of the millennia, and it made perfect sense. So yeah,
right, yeah,
good stuff.
So, guys, ready to move to the next chapter?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, chapter 30, and we start with a little quote again from the Lord Ruler's journal, where he's kind of like bashing terrorist men, but like most terrorist men are not as bad as Rashik. Rashik's horrible. Like this dude I'm with is just the worst terrorist man in the world.
Oh my god. Emo.
It's like these are simple men, not philosophers or scholars. They don't understand the prophecies of the heroes of ages.
Oh my goodness, man.
They only see what Rashik points out.
And he was lifting this guy up.
Yeah.
Mere chapters ago, and now all of a sudden he's like, I don't know about this dude, and I'm like, oh no, come on.
Yeah. Yep. So let's get right into it. So we go to the ball. Yeah.
Oh, I'm just gonna say this, by the way. Literally, I'm listening to the first parts of this chapter, and all I could think about was that Admiral Akbar meme. It's a trap. That's all I could think the whole time I'm reading this. I'm like, it's a trap. It's a trap.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, Vin says it almost immediately, like something's off. Like everyone's acting weird. Like
there's a lot of people here.
There's a whole lot of people here,
but they're not interacting. They're like kind of like little subgroups, and
this is like a middle school dance all over again. They've gone past this. They've been doing balls for years, and now we're back to like different stages, different clicks on each side. Kind of doing standoffs. It's and the tension, you can just cut it with a knife. It's thick in this room.
I felt like it was the equivalent of walking into a room and doing the "What's up" nod, and somebody not nodding back. It's like, "What's up?" and they're like,
"Oh." Did he just not nod at me?
He just not nodded you. That's right.
Or the meme of the meme of the guy, in the dress puffy shirt, looking down from the balcony, like with his nose up. Like
that's right. That's right. He throws his scarf over his shoulder.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, the tensions are high here. And she goes up to like the first group, and they're like, "Ugh," and they all scatter, like, "Oh, we got something to do. Oh, we got something to do too. Oh yeah, we got something to do," and like immediately just reform the other side of the
And they
room, like,
reformed.
on the other side of the room, like, "Oh, she's
Could
gone.
you be
Good.
less obvious, please?
We don't want to talk to you."
This is the worst episode of Mean Girls.
Yeah. It's been building to this epic Mean Girl moment. So, but
Absolutely.
yeah, so she decides to go try to get a better view. So she goes at the balcony, and goes to her and Ellen's spot. When they first met, and she hoping to find Ellen maybe there, and gets there, and he's not there, and looks down, and there's Ellen sitting at his dad's table, dressed to the nines, with Papa, dressed to the nines.
Ooh.
And she is hurt. She got hurt feelings.
Yeah. But of course, none of that checks out. It's like, wait, no. Why would he do that? It doesn't make any sense at the time, so.
Yeah. But she got hurt feelings, so she actually musters up enough courage to start trying to approach Ellen. And she kind of like gets to within view and just like kind of gives him like the stare, like, "Are you not going to do anything about this?" And he doesn't even notice. It's like one of his friends nudges him. Is like, "Your girl's over there."
Hey, that's your boo. That's your boo.
Yeah, he excuses himself, goes over there. Is like, "Yeah, we can't be seen together. I'm sorry, it has to end this way, but it was fun. I really did like you, but my house is important, and there's just so much stuff going on right now that I don't have time for you right now."
Now, full stop. At this point in time, all I thought was, because remember at the end of the last chapters, he was putting together his like cadre of spies to go check into her, and I was like, is it he found out something and he's going to like take her down, or he found out something and he's like, I'm just going to ostracize her right now, or it doesn't make a difference in permutations, but that's what's going through my head right now. Is I'm like, did the spies come back and give up the ghost and basically say, "Oh well, they know all the details," and because all you ostracizing her is it an assassination attempt? They're going to take her out. Blah blah blah. That's what I'm thinking at that moment.
Right.
So I was on pins and needles. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. But he's like, "I gotta meet my friends. We're done.
Yeah.
Sorry. Have a good life. Deuces." And that's pretty much it. And walks away, and like she's just beside herself. Like really upset. And this is when Kliss, comes up to talk to, and reveals herself as an informant.
And Kliss, like that meme, my dude, she's like,
yeah,
she's been playing the whole time.
Oh, you thought I was just the court gossip? No, I'm smarter than that. Come on now.
You thought you were playing me with the false information?
She's like, I got information now, and Renault needs me at this point because and if he's willing to pay, we got some good stuff. I can blackmail Renault, or we could be on the same side. It's up to you, and and things about to go down.
Yeah.
And she hints to it, and she's like, "What do you mean things about to go down?" He's like, you don't have to worry about Ellen for long. And she's like, "What do you mean I have to worry about Ellen for long?" It's like, he scorned you, so screw him. Doesn't matter anymore anyway.
Right.
And she's like, "Tell me more." And she's like, "No."
And she like she's like, hey, here's the necklace.
Yeah, here's the necklace.
Here you go.
It's like she goes, "All right, well, the house war begins tonight, and Ellen's the first casualty. There's assassins about to kill him right now. In fact, they probably already did it. They're supposed to attack him as soon as he left the room. So, and his father's in on it."
Dum dum dum. Mind blown when I heard that. I was like, "Oh my gosh! Wait, we're talking about." I had to look up the term. Is it filicide?
Filicide, yeah.
Filicide is when you're going to assassinate your own children.
Children, yeah.
And I was like, "Are we kidding right now? This guy is like, oh, I want to be my nephew over here. I want him to be the ruler of my house." I was like, "Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And Vin just gets desperate because she has nothing else to give. You know, she wants to give more. So she starts using Elemency on Kliss, and Kliss goes, "You're an Elemencer. Oh, you do have secrets." Like, you know, she starts flaring it. She's like, "I need you to, you know, have fear right now and get scared and like tell me everything." And she finds out, you know, that Ellen's about to get assassinated. So she takes matters into her hands and decides to try to be the hero.
Mm.
So we get to an epic little fight scene because she takes off running, you know, and it's pretty epic how she does this. Gets to the big open room. She needs to get outside. She flies up in the air and she just pushes against like two steel objects with her in the middle, like basically smashing herself to like let the window give way and like smash out and fly outside.
She pushes out the rose window, which is the cover of the book.
Yeah, it is the cover of the book.
Okay. My cover is different than that one. That's cool.
Yeah.
Pushing out the rose window. Yeah.
That was a very symbolic moment.
Smashing out. Yeah.
Holy cow. If I had that book, I would definitely have like clocked that quick. Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
I thought it was symbolic for a couple reasons because she like launches out of the rose window of House Venture. Which is like a central focal point of like their house, right? So this is deep, but I get into like symbolism a lot. But her coming through that, I looked at that as like kind of like Vin coming out. You know, she is going to do this shit on her own. There's no Kel around to save her. Like she's in full like, let's go kick some ass.
Right, because she sent Caesar away to notify Kel about all the machinations going on. So he's not even there to help her because he's the one that saved her last time. Good point, though. Good point, Will. Yeah.
The other thing was destroying the window is like sorry, Alan. Then it's symbolic because it's like House Venture is about to go down. Like they just busted out the main rose window of the house. Like House Venture's not in a good place right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it was a pretty epic moment. But it's about to get
it was a great moment, though.
And this is from Pytho. Sanders has said that he comes up with 4 or 5 scenes from each book at the beginning of the writing process. And he says the rose window is one for this book.
Okay. Like, I mean, that makes sense. Interesting. It makes sense. I mean, obviously, it was really important if it's like on the front cover of the book because I mean, every author approves the cover of those books. I mean, so there must be like meaning to it. So I mean, deeper meaning.
Well, it's symbolic. But then something really important happens here. She gets out and she's trying to figure out where the assassins are, and she has no idea where they are. She starts trying to burn bronze to try to figure out where it is.
Right.
And realizes, they'd be burning copper. There's no way I'd be able to figure out where it is. So she flares her bronze, and the faintest pulse she feels, and she's like, they're that way. And she goes there. And this is important because it comes back later in the next chapter, like how important this actually is.
Right.
Where they basically, nothing Jon Snow to Kelsier next chapter. But just this is a very key pivotal moment, at least with Vin, that she pierces a copper cloud and figures out where they are.
Yeah.
So
is that getting into like the metaphysics like we were talking about? I think before stream. Yeah. I want to learn more about that.
How everything works. But
so they go deeper into like how piercing a copper cloud works.
Yeah. I mean, they go deeper into all the stuff as books go on and build on each other. And all the magic systems they're all like for the Cosmere, all of the magic systems, I use this as plural because there are multiple ones. We'll figure those out later. But they are all rooted with kind of like a science behind them. Brandon Sanderson likes to make hard magic systems that are rooted on some sort of physics. It might not be the same physics that apply to our world and universe, but they're rooted in laws that are unbreakable. So everything has to kind of work around that.
Gotcha.
That makes sense. And it has to make sense. Like, this could actually really be because it's not. And this is in fantasy of hard magic and soft magic systems. A hard magic system is you have a set of rules and you can't break those rules, and that's how it works. It's physics. The physics of the magic system. Whereas a soft magic system is, a lot of people say it's like a convenient magic system. Like a bad guy's coming and you learn a new spell right in the nick of time because that just happens to solve the piece of the puzzle. Like you can just make up magic as you go along. to fit the plot versus
Okay.
Mhm.
a hard magic system. The magic is set in stone. You
Okay.
cannot change that because of plot. Like
Right. It's adamant. It's unwaverable.
Right. So,
It
like,
is what it is. Got it.
Harry Potter's a good example of a soft magic system.
Yes, absolutely. I'm thinking that the
where-
whole time you're saying that.
Yeah,
Yes.
where you can just make a new spell that just, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, soft magic is very hand wavy, whereas hard magic is like, this is
Yeah.
how it works.
Right.
And there's no plot armor around it. Like, you have to work within the confines of this is how it works. Like,
Yeah. For some reason, all of a sudden, Expelliarmus can actually like confront somebody who's trying to use Avada Kedavra on you. It's
Right,
like, wait,
exactly,
what?
yeah.
No.
cancels it out because I just made it up on the top. That's
Use
not
a
how
spell to knock a wand out of somebody's hand against somebody who's trying to give you a killing curse. Nope,
Yeah.
doesn't work out. My head can't get it.
Yeah, so that's the difference between soft and hard magic. So
Yeah.
Sanderson's first law of magic. Here you go. People actually quoting Sanderson here. An author's ability to solve a conflict with magic directly proportional to how well the reader understands said magic. Okay,
That's a great point. That's a great point.
First law of developing a magic system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be directly related to exactly how much I understand what's happening based on what you have told me to this point.
Right.
Don't all of a sudden especially in a conflict, do not have it where the hero all of a sudden they're like, how's he gonna get out of this bucket of syrup? And all of a sudden it's like, oh, he pulled the blah 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 out of his booty hole. And I'm like, no.
We're gonna so for anyone listening that aren't watching live, so Sanderson's first law of magic: an author's ability to solve a conflict with magic is directly proportional to how well a reader understands said magic.
Right.
Second law: the limitations of the magic system are more interesting than the capabilities. What
That's
magic
true.
can't do is more interesting than what the magic can do.
Yes. Because the limitations are the things because if you don't have the limitations there, then what happens is everybody becomes a Mary Sue. And I hate the term, but I'm using it right now. It's a Mary Sue situation where it's like, oh, everyone all of a sudden is all powerful when they need it in this moment, and they will use something that has never been explained before, and they got a new spell. And I'm like, no. Explain it to me as a reader. Make sure I understand what's happening.
Right.
Give it to me. You know?
Sanderson's third law: expand on what you have already before you add something new.
Sanders is good. That's all I'm saying. Sanders is good, and I appreciate because Sanderson is great at this breadcrumb thing.
Yeah,
he is amazing at this breadcrumb thing. He's like, he's laying down all the stuff you need. Yeah. If you pick it up, or you don't, that's fine. But there's never a situation where it's like he didn't give you every opportunity to deduce it on your own.
So Sanderson also is a professor at BYU in creative writing, and as Python just said, this is actually from one of his lectures on creative writing. Like, if you're going to develop a fantasy world, this is how you make it better.
Right.
So
absolutely,
and all his lectures are available on YouTube, free. He actually posts all of them, and they're sometimes a little dry. But if you're a writer or want to learn how to write, I mean, I've listened to a few just out of curiosity, not because I really want to be a writer, and they are interesting just because the way you can get into his mind and how he approaches writing. And it's a very, very feels our academic way of approaching.
I just love the fact the guy is very consistent. He is so consistent. He really believes in everything that he says. I haven't watched his courses and stuff, but I have watched numerous interviews he's done with people.
Sure.
And only because I'm trying to avoid any possibility of spoilers. Yes. I'm sure he wouldn't do that. But I feel like everything he says, he believes in wholeheartedly.
Sure.
And it obviously works. There's a reason why he has legions of fans.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to find the lecture on that first law because I still nope. The other two make sense. First one, not quite there yet. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So Yeah, I've watched one of his lectures recently. It's just about whether like the two different strategies to writing a book, whether you outline first or if you just start to like pick a ending and write backwards, or there's like different approaches and different theories on the best way to write a novel.
Right.
You start with
right.
the ending and then you fill in the blanks, or do you outline everything at first, or do you have a few concepts?
Mixture of both.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and there's no right or wrong answer. There's strengths in each way of doing it,
Right,
but different
right.
authors will they'll write the last scene first, and then work back from there. That's one strategy, or outlining basically the big bullet points.
And it's all
Yeah.
art. I mean, it's creative art. And
100%.
Art is, there is no such thing as like one way to approach art. It's like what works for you is what works for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it just be consistent. That's what it comes down to.
Yep.
So that way your audience understands what you're trying to convey.
And by the way, my wife has started reading this book. I've never gotten her to read a Wheel of Time book.
Good deal.
but
All right, Happy.
I got her to start the Final Empire, and it was funny
Nice.
because we went to dinner with friends on Friday night, and she hadn't even talked about it yet. And she says, "You know what? I don't like this book." And this was she told our friends, and I was like, "Why?" She's like, "I'm 60 pages in, and all this is world building." And I was like, "What chapter are you on?" And she told me. I was like, "You are literally 2 pages away from when Kelsier goes to try to steal the ATM from the Venture household.
Oh,
Just wait." And literally the next day she says, "Okay, it's getting good."
Ah.
I was like, just wait. It's like they're just talking about shit. Like it's all they do is talking. Like, and I was like, yeah, the first part. They are.
As much as I know about Happy, that all checks out. By the way, all of it checks out.
Yeah, she wanted like action up front, like right away, and I'm like, yeah, you'll get there.
okay.
You'll be there. You'll get
Good,
there.
good.
And speaking of action, she finds these people, and it's not just anyone.
Nice.
It
nice
is. I like that. 2 thugs, 2 coin shots, and 2 Mistborn. Not 1 Mistborn, but 2 Mistborn. And one of the Mistborn is someone that she knows well that had no idea that she was Mistborn. And I don't think anyone. Yeah. Shan Ilariel is Mistborn, and a trained Mistborn, which is terrifying to go up against. Not to mention the fact you got 2 thugs, pewter arms, big strong dudes that'll just beat the crap out of you. 2 coin shots, they're gonna throw coins at you.
Right.
And then 2 Mistborns are gonna do whatever they want.
Why did she have to be there? I'm still questioning that. Why did Shan have to be there? I feel like
Why is she assassinating Ellen?
No, but why did she have to be there? She sent the right people. The only thing that could have possibly gotten in the way is Vin showing up, who no one knows that she's Mistborn. I mean,
Allomancer, yeah, she's hit it well.
Ellen he's got, as far as we know, no real exceptional skills.
Why is Shan there? You're asking?
Yeah, because she didn't have to be there for this assassination to occur.
I'm gonna say why in one quote, and don't cancel us because of this quote, but it's hell hath no fury as a woman scorned.
Ooh. That's a hot take, Alan.
He pulls out
That's a hot take, man.
Tell my Julie Kane to fight off anybody.
So what you're saying? So there's more. So she actually had more animosity because
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did not think about the concept. Okay, Alan, I got you on that one. Okay, I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. Thank you, because otherwise
she wants to be the one that personally put the knife in. She wants to be the one that personally put the knife in.
I mean, who hasn't wanted to do that to an ex?
Yeah. That's why she's there.
In some form or fashion.
Yeah.
I get you. Yeah. All right.
But Vin just goes in there like full on just Mistborning craziness, throwing coins, doing all sorts of crazy Mistborn stuff. Smashes the thugs through the window down to the room.
Yeah.
And takes out the other 4 guys almost immediately, but the 2 Mistborn come after her and she runs. Because she realizes that it's probably has no chance against 2 Mistborn.
Yeah.
Maybe 1.
Yeah, right.
But 2 Mistborn, I mean, Kelsier's taught her well enough that like if you confront 2 Mistborn, even 1 trained Mistborn, the answer's run. Don't try. Because these people are trained their entire lives to learn how to be a Mistborn and learn how to use all the abilities. Where Vin's had a few months of training,
Right.
that they've had their entire life. Like so, yeah. But Vin's smart. I mean, they chase after her, and she's going, and she ends up like it's the jump off, use a poor guard. Poor guard.
Oh, this poor guy. This poor guy. Oh my god.
She even looks at him and goes like, "Sorry, bud."
Sorry.
I know.
And throws him up at the other Mistborn and takes him out. Like throws him into the air, like to take out the other Mistborn. It's like
This poor dude.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
so then just so one of the Mistborn gets taken out. It's just Shan and Vin fighting, and they both take their. And Vin does a awesome ass Matrix type move where rather than
Throws
just
the
down
vial.
throws the vial, smashes it, and just
Smashes
takes the ATM
it,
right into her
and
mouth,
then
pulls it
has
right into her
come
mouth.
back into her mouth. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I mean, that's a take. Okay, sure. Do what you do. All
See,
right.
like slow mo type thing, like where it's
And you're thinking, it's like you're thinking at this point in time you read this passage. You're like, oh, she's got the adium. She'll be fine. Nope.
Because then a million Shans branch out. Shan starts burning 18 at the same time. She's like, I got one bead. I'm sure she has more than me.
Yeah.
This is like whoever runs out first loses. Because, yeah, that's the way 18 works. So, yeah, but
good foresight though by then.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, absolutely.
Quick on her feet, she tricks her, extinguishes her ATM, making her think that she's run out, and then flares her last little bit because she figures that once she extinguishes hers, Shan doesn't need hers as much anymore. So wants to save
and this
hers
whole
as well.
time, arrows are just coming.
Yeah, they're being shot at every which way.
All the time. Yeah.
But yeah, then kill Shan. Yeah. So Mean Girl gets killed in a pretty epic fashion.
Wait, let's not gloss over this. She flares the adium back up, and then she's like, catch an arrow, plunges it in her chest. That joint breaks off. And then she takes the other half of the arrow later and plunges that one in her chest too.
Yep.
That's Mortal Kombat fatality right there. This is
finish her.
Honestly, like you think you would have seen that somewhere before, but I've never seen like how many times you've seen an arrow stabbed in, but have you ever seen it broken in half and then like
broken in half and then I'm like, oh. What?
Yeah, I mean the only thing I can think of that seems similar to that, maybe like I'm trying to think Troy with the Brad Pitt Paris scene or Hector scene.
Yeah.
When like he breaks the spear, but then he takes the spear half and like
then takes the other half of it. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Alan. Okay.
The only thing that matters,
I'm trying to think of like movies where I might see
the only thing that matters in that movie is Rosario Dawson. That's all that matters in that movie. I might like her. I'm just saying she's good people.
There's good people.
Saying.
So, what do you think about this whole entire action sequence? I mean,
what was my note about this? I had a specific note because, oh my gosh, okay, fatality. I know what my note was going to be. It explains why Shan is got so much swagger and is so cocky. Is because the whole time she's been Mistborn.
Right. They thought she was just a soother. She uses that one openly. But
because she is cocky beyond cocky every time you meet her, and it's not about her house. It's not about the status of her lineage. It has to do with the fact that she's Mistborn, and it makes all the sense now.
Yeah.
Will, I'm sorry if I cut you off. I just want to make sure.
No, you're good. Out. I was just gonna fill it in if you were looking for notes, but I was just gonna say when Vin extinguishes her ATM and then flares it back up, I just pictured Shan's face like, oh fuck.
Oh shit.
Because because she specifically thinks she's got the one up, and she gets lulled into a sense of confidence. And
it's like you were saying with that confidence. It came back to haunt her.
Pretty much what happened was Shan said, "I am inevitable," and Vin said, "I am Iron Man," and that's
There it is. That
Yeah.
sums it up right there.
One said, "I am Superman," and Vin comes back and like, "I'm Kryptonite,
Like,
bitch."
gotcha.
Got him.
Ugh.
Yes. But that kill though, man, that was brutal. Woo.
Yeah.
Oh man, good
And-
for her.
And all Vin can think about is just like, I just started the house war. Shit. Like,
Right.
I mean,
Because this is on venture ground.
on Venture
And
Ground.
you have two, isn't it two? Is it two people that got killed? Was it somebody else from another house got killed there too? Or is it just the one?
It's just the one, but
Okay.
But yeah, and Shannon gets killed, but then like I mean, all these other people from houses got killed as well. The Peter,
Well, true.
the thug got
Yeah.
his. We find out next chapter like stuff happened.
Yeah.
Stuff happened. Anyway,
I know they were
Good
saying
stuff.
that like all the nobles were like taking their little carriages off left and right.
oh yeah, they're all running like scattering.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. All right,
Crazy.
so crazy fun chapter. Anything from this
It's
chapter
fun.
before we move to the final chapter for tonight? Chapter 31.
No.
Okay.
action packed.
Yeah.
It was action packed. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wait, one thing I was gonna say. Sorry.
Mhm.
I really thought that they were gonna do the thing that they do in movies, where it's like Captain Saving Me was gonna come in
Mhm.
because Caesar was gonna make it back in time, and
Right.
Kel was. I was
Yeah.
so happy that Vin did all this on her own. There was
yeah,
no Captain Saving Me.
we brushed
Yeah.
over that too, where Caesar got sent off to talk to to go to the terrorist
To relay
like,
the news.
to relay the news.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's about to go down pretty much. Our what was the news? If I remember correctly.
Well, it's about the
the houses
fractioning of
started-
the houses.
Right.
So they basically are like all
They've
breaking
been
to their
canceling.
factions,
right.
and
They all
that there's
canceled their balls.
right. And then the
Right.
fact that that Renew is like neutral is actually going to
Be negative.
be negative now because he
Right.
has no alignments with anybody in particular. So
Yeah.
it was really detrimental. I just really thought it was going to be a Captain Saving Me. He was going to come in, blah blah blah, but she did all of it on her own.
Yeah.
Sisters doing it for themselves. That's all I'm saying. So good for her. Yes.
Yeah.
Go Vin, go.
So guys, ready for chapter 31?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So we get to chapter 31. They're all in Club's shop, except for Vin. But Sazed comes through and starts giving his news a little bit.
Wait, you're not going to talk about like the first few paragraphs? It's like a breeze part, Alan.
Yeah.
I know. It's all Breeze. That's Breeze all day long.
He's saying
Breeze would make a
Kelsey
pretty
was-
good minister of sanitation.
Sanitation.
And he's like, "Why do I have to be the butt of all of your jokes?" And he's like, "Because you have a nice butt."
Dude, I literally wrote down and because, by the way, the next thing it says is about how juvenile it is. All I thought about when I read this was, "You are by far the best butt we have" is a great rap song sung by Juvenile, who sang
Nice.
"Back That
Get
Ass Up." I'm like, yes, you are by far the best butt I have, that kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how it goes down. Someone make a meme for that. Thank you.
Love it. That's
Yeah.
a great song.
Yeah.
It's a banger all day long.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna be listening to that like all day tomorrow.
Yeah.
I actually listen to it on the way to the airport tonight.
That's right.
Yeah. And so as they're making those jokes, Sazed kind of says, I should be leaving. Vin should probably be ready to leave right about now. And Kelsey's like, I should go in myself. And right as they're about to depart, the kitchen door slams open. And a very, very torn apart, bloody Vin comes in, and they all look like, what the hell happened to you?
Wait, in her underoos, basically.
Yeah, in her underwear, covered in blood, just
Yeah.
I know, it's been a rough night.
Look, she's in her underoos. They're like spooks. about to salute his shorts because he's like, oh Ben, hey.
Vin's like, I don't understand because this is like the
She
same
doesn't
stuff
get
I
it.
wore on the streets. They're like, but it's the fact that it's underoos,
Yeah.
not shorts.
Oh man, sorry, I had the giggles out loud on that one. So
and then Docs is like, "What happened to your dress? Like, where's your?" And she like pulls up like the scrap of like fabric. She's like, "You mean this?"
Yeah,
It got in the way. Kelsey's like, "What'd you do?" And she's like, well, so I might have fought a Mistborn, but I won." And Kelsey's just like, "You killed a fully trained Mistborn? Like, you've only been training for 8 months."
Dusting
Like-
her shoulders off. She's like, "Yeah, what up?
Yeah.
I did that."
And of course, Stacey goes immediately into like, get my healer's bag. Let me go in there and start trying to patch her up because she's a little torn up. She's like, "Oh, most of it's her blood, not mine. Like, don't worry about this."
Like that makes it better. You know?
Yeah.
By the way, she also has an injury on her arm that goes to the bone.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
the bone. I'm like, oh,
Well,
my
she's
God.
pretty pewter. She's fine.
I know, but still, this is like the second time she's got like major injuries. Poor thing.
Pythos. What's he
Awesome.
was he with the heart on?
I'm just saying,
We
he
put
was
that
about
on
to
a
salute the
t-shirt?
shorts. He was
That
about to.
t-shirt.
He was gonna
Can we
salute
put
the
it on a
shorts.
t-shirt?
Was he with the heart?
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
I
saying.
need that on a t-shirt really bad.
Hey,
Was he with the heart?
that's all I'm saying.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, then Vin says, "Yeah, I killed Sean." And Kelsey's like, "You killed them? Where was this?" It's like outside Cape Venture. And goes, "Why?" And it's like, "Well, yeah. So they were trying to assassinate Ellen." And Kelsey's like, "Then why the fuck did you let him kill Ellen?"
Oh,
Like Kelsey was just very much not happy about this. Like, Kelsey's like, "Whose side are you on?" Like,
but that's her boo.
I know, but Kelsey doesn't see it that way.
Ghost Town DJs. At night, I think of you.
I think the exact quote is, "What's wrong with you, girl? Ellen Venture isn't worth this." And she yells back, "He's a good man. He's a noble man. So are you," Vince snaps. All of you.
Man.
Acting like ska all the
Yeah.
time. You say you're ska, but you guys all live like noble men, drinking fancy wines, wearing fancy clothes, walking around with dueling canes. You guys aren't ska. You don't know what it is to like have to worry about getting raped all the time and like live on the
Oh
streets
man,
and
that
beg
was a
and forth.
line too.
And she's like, "You guys don't even know what it means to be ska. You guys are noble men. Just So,
and not to minimize
It didn't go
any
over
Vin
well.
saying, Vin has every right to say what she's saying, especially about what she's been through.
Yeah.
However, it does also come off like every teenager who's gotten of a certain age
sure.
and snap back at their parents and be like, "You don't know what I've been through." And it's like, you don't know what your parents have been through either. So, right, I understand you have awareness about, the inequality or whatever, blah, blah, blah things, but you don't know what your elders have gone through. And that's what happened with her. She don't know what Kel's been through.
You're no ska. You're just noblemen without titles.
Right. Oh, man. That's harsh. That's harsh.
Yeah.
She's coming off a pretty epic fight, and she's probably a little stressed out.
Adrenaline's going.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You called it, Will.
The whole comment saying that Ellen doesn't matter, he's not worth anything, it just kind
Set
of made
it
her
off.
snap a little bit.
Yeah.
So this switches to Vin, didn't go to her room. She goes to the roof, sit up there and just quiet by herself. And Kelsey comes to talk to her. And, he's basically like, "Okay, I get it." Like, and ask her, what actually happened tonight? What really happened?
Yeah.
And she says, "Well, Ellen told me he didn't want to be with me anymore." And she's like, and Kelsey goes, "Was this before or after you killed her former fiance?" His poor fiance. It's like before. He's like, and you still want to protect him? And he says, I know I'm an idiot. And it's like,
Yeah.
no more than the rest of us.
Right.
I loved Mare too, even after she betrayed me. Nothing can change that. And then Vin goes, I don't think she betrayed you.
Yeah.
And he's like, what do you mean? He goes, like, they can pierce copper clots. She's like, no, that's impossible. He goes, I can do it. I know they can do it. Like that's whole entire thing that like they can't find you. And I was hiding from the Inquisitor and they were chasing me, I was burning copper the entire time and knew exactly where I was. They can pierce through copper clouds. And like, and Kelsey's like, bullshit. I tried a million times. I can't do it. It's like, I can do it. I did it tonight. Like, and Kelsey's like, prove it. It's like, all right. And it's like, start burning something out. Burn copper and burn something. She picks it out and like, it's like, you burn a pewter. And goes to the next one. It's like, you were doing this, but you just switched to that as soon as I said it. And he's like, holy shit. Like, you can pierce copper clouds. He's like, yeah, it can be done. Like, he's like, the Lord Ruler was thanking your wife, Mare, because you were not a Misting. She was, and she led.
She gave away.
She gave away where you were.
Where you were. Yeah.
That's why she was thanking. She didn't betray you.
Yeah.
They're just able to pierce the copper cloud.
Yep. Man.
So can not Inquisitors, the other ones, can they do it too, or was it
Obligators?
The Lord Ruler? Yeah.
I mean, Obligators are Misting.
Seekers.
Wait, who?
Seekers.
There's
Seekers.
Inquisitors. Soothers. Well, Soothers just soothe.
Seekers.
Oh, Seekers brought. Yeah, Seekers are the ones who. Yes, I mean, I guess it depends on how strong you are.
I guess what I'm asking is Van insinuating that the Lord Ruler or a Seeker pierced Mars copper cloud, but it's
I think it's either Lord Ruler, like, and she said thinks the Lord Ruler can definitely. He's strong enough. Like she said, I even felt it the night of the day of the executions. Like I felt he's piercing through a copper cloud. Like he was like he was doing
that's right. That's right.
Like, and I'm pretty sure the Inquisitors can do it too. Like so, and she even goes on like. I saved Ellen because I love him. And Kelsey's like, I know, basically like, and she says, Reen, he beat me over and over again. He swore at me. He yelled at me. He told me he betrayed me every single day. And I thought about how much I hated him. And yet I still loved him.
Yeah, because that was a really good switch up too. You thought she was going to talk about Ellen, but really she was getting ready to talk about her brother.
Yeah.
That was good. And I of course, from the moment that she deduced all of this, all I could think it was Ben Skywalker, because she's like on that Jedi level. She's like, Ben Skywalker. She's on that next level. Good for her.
Yeah,
good for her. But she's like learning stuff. I mean, as young as she is. Think about this, though. As young as she is, to have this kind of power and ability and deduction capabilities, where she has continually figured out things before everybody else, it's just insane. And I'm like, geez, imagine her in like 15 years.
Yeah,
she's like Lord Ruler Part D. If you give her the opportunity. Sure. So she could be scary if you really want to give her an opportunity. So.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she gets into it. Like, she's like, everyone leaves me. Reed left me. Ellen left me. When are you going to leave me, Kelsier? And Kelsier just looks at her and goes, she goes, Vin, I don't know. This job, the plan, ... Like, it's like, he's like he can't even. He's lost for words. He's just
he doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Yeah. And he looks down, comments on the blood. She's like, well, at least most of it's noble blood. You should be happy about that. Like,
right. Because he still hates.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he hates these dudes. Yeah. Anyway.
Yep. So, anything from all this?
So there's a term that keeps coming up in every book I read, and I keep forgetting to look it up. Hawkish faces.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean somebody has like a turned nose or something? What does that mean? Hawkish faces.
I always thought like stern, like a very stern.
Oh, a stern look or something?
Yeah, that's what I always thought, but like I never looked it up. That's what
it's a very common phrase in a lot of books, and it just came up in this chapter. And I was like, I keep meaning to look it up, hawkish faces, but I was like, I wrote it down as a note. And then the other term that came up, because we haven't gotten to Ellen in the ride back yet. I don't want to jump ahead.
No. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll save. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, and then Vin finally leans in and tells on Ellen. I mean, she tells Kelsier, like,
Yeah.
ATM, the Ventures, they control it.
Mm-hmm.
And Kelsier's like, yeah. So pretty much the Venture House has to go down. She's like, but not Ellen, please. And Kel kind of says, okay. Like, I get it.
Not my boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah. So all the go ahead.
It was a quick shift, I felt, from Kel going from like sympathizing with Ben and being like, I'm sorry I said that, listening to her. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, wait, what? They harvest the ATM? And like you could feel Kel's mind going from like sympathizing with Ben and like starting to feel a little bit like bad to being like, hold on, all right, new plan, here we go.
Yeah,
like
right.
It felt like a Kel shift, he like, I don't know.
Yeah, but then also Kel kind of gives Vincent props, like how strong she is. She's like, you're stronger than anything I've ever witnessed. Like, she's like, but Kelsey, I'm not Inquisitor. He says, but you're stronger than you have any right to be. You killed a full Mistborn tonight.
Yeah, right.
She says, by luck, I tricked her. It says, Elementary is nothing but tricks.
It's all tricks.
It's all tricks.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much how we end this. There's also some talk. I think we skimmed. I'm not sure if it was this chapter or a previous chapter, but we skimmed over it where there was talks about like whether there would be assassins sent for them and Lord Renew and everybody.
Oh, right.
We breezed over that.
Yeah, that was.
And Kelsier makes a comment that I thought was pretty funny. So we don't have to worry about Renew.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah. He can't be assassinated.
I'm sure more to come.
Sure.
Yeah.
What is Renew's type again?
What do you mean?
Chandra?
He's a Chandra, yeah.
Chandra, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He says something like, the Chandra is in the form that he needs to be in, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
He said something along the lines of like, he can't be assassinated.
I just want to hear all the things about this dude. I want to hear everything about him. So.
Yeah. So then we switch to Ellen. Is there anything from all this before we switch to Ellen, or?
Nah, let's get into this. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So we get to Ellen. He's in a carriage with Jastes. They basically, as soon as the guy broke through, they're like, let's dip. And they ran. While the guy's still kind of moaning on the ground. Not dead, obviously, but moaning on the ground. And they get to their carriage and right away. And this is where Jastes kind of drops the news. Like, yeah, my spies came back. They tracked her Vin down to this shop. It's a merchant shop or whatever. But upon inspection, like everything's closed up. You can't. No sound gets out of it. It's definitely an underground ska thieving crew.
They got people on the roof and on the third floor looking
it's
out.
like there's lookouts. Like it's a thieving crew. And Ellie gets really excited. He's like, she's a thief. She's in thieving crew. That's awesome. They're like, what are you talking about, Ellen? She's like, you made her think that she was a Nobleman spy. She's just a thief. She's just trying to rob me. I don't care if she's trying to rob. I still love her then. Like, she's not trying to bring me down. She's just trying to steal from me. I don't care about that. It's just money.
Yeah. It's just money, that kind of thing. And and my boy's like, but money's important to some of us.
He's like, but she's a Sky. He's like, exactly. And think about how smart she was. Like, Sky.
But it took him a beat to recognize that. He was like, wait a minute. That means she's a Sky. It's like a beat there. And he's like, wait a minute. It's like a moment of realization. All of a sudden, he's like, oh, that means she's a Sky. And of
You mean
course,
I could have
now,
asked her all these questions about everything, and
yeah.
like,
So he got,
and
then
Jesse's
he got,
like, "Are you serious right now? Are you
yes,
serious?" Like,
he got educational about it. He was like inquisitive, like, oh, I could have asked her all these questions about what it's like, blah 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 blah. And yeah, Ellen, man, Ellen.
yeah,
He got
Ellen,
academic. He got academic with it real quick.
it's only money, Jasties. Money is kind of important for some of us, Ellen. It's
Yeah.
like not as important as Valette. That poor girl. She's part of a thieving crew. She probably doesn't even know what she's
no.
been put into. Like,
Bless her
oh, like,
soul.
bless her soul.
Yeah.
I could have asked her questions. Questions. What kind of questions? Questions about Ska. That's the point, Jasty. She fooled us. She's smart. We all thought she was a nobleman. Yeah, a country
Right.
nobleman, but still a noblewoman.
But it
Like-
shows that they're as smart as we are.
Yeah,
She's not like the other girls.
she's not.
Go back to the
she's-
Manic Pixie Dream
she's-
girl. like I said
yeah.
earlier. Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And Jassie's just like, bloody hell, Ellen. Elementar's listening. Yeah, it's just like, what do you, dude? Like, just ditch her. And he's like, no, now I'm even more into her. Like,
Right. He's like, you think I liked her before, now.
yeah.
By the way, so in this particular segment, the term haze killer comes up.
Yes.
And
Which is not the first time it's been used.
Okay, I felt like it was the first time it's being used. It was not explained, but
So in that chapter 5 of the book, we're going
Okay.
back, and the only reason why I know what chapter it is, my wife just read it. When Kelsier goes to rob Lord Venture the ATM. The very first scene where he pulls the chest out, does the crazy backflip off.
Right.
The first guards come in, and then when the second guards come in, he says, "Shit, haze killers, like trained to kill Alamancers."
You're right. You're
Yep.
right. I remember it now because they don't carry any type of metal on them.
Glass daggers,
Glass daggers.
Yep.
Right. Wood stuff or whatever.
Yeah,
And they even have wood armor, I think it is,
Right,
or something like that. Okay, now I remember. Thank you for clarifying.
but they're
that.
trained to kill Alamancers.
Trained to kill Alamancers. I remember that now. Okay.
Basically,
thank you.
basically ninjas, but like they're not necessarily Alamancers themselves,
Right.
but they're trained to kill
Right.
Alamancers.
I did remember the term, but then when you put it in context, it came right back to me just that
Mhm.
quickly. So, yep. Got it. Thank you.
Yep.
Mhm.
So yeah, anything from all this before Ellen gets back to his dad?
Nah, we got it. Because Papa's got to preach.
Oh, Papa got to preach.
Mhm.
Papa's upset. Papa's not happy. This is not how it's supposed to go down.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, Lord Venture demanded. Well, what? Where have you been? Oh, I left. Ellen said offhandedly. Fine, endanger yourself as you wish. Too bad the Mistborn didn't catch you. It would have saved me a great deal of frustration. He even flat out admits to his son, "Is like, too
Oh
bad
my
the Mistborn
God.
didn't kill you." Mistborn? What Mistborn? The one that was planning to assassinate you. Assassinate me? Like, I thought it was just like some dude spying on us that just fell down like through the roof. Like, it's like, oh shit, they're actually trying to kill me.
Yeah.
And it's like our guards managed to kill the Mistborn.
Right. Sure they did.
Sure
Yeah.
they did.
Uh-huh.
A full Mistborn killed by common soldiers? Archers, Fincher said. Apparently they took her by surprise. And the man that fell through the skylight, dead. He broke his neck on the fall. And Ellen just thinks, goes, he was still alive when I fled. What are you hiding, father?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he says, yeah, the person who was trying to kill you was Chandelariel. And Ellen froze. Shan. You're right, Jestes. I can't avoid politics by ignoring it. I've been part of it much longer than I assumed.
But Ellen has already deduced that there's got to be somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
possibly another Mistborn,
a third Mistborn fighting,
who's actually fighting to intercede to prevent that assassination. He's already deducing,
right. He's like, who would have that? Who would do that for me? Like,
because he was like, in a perfect world, this is what would happen. So he's got this like optimism about that, and he's like, he's already in the trail of like, there's somebody out there helping me out.
yeah,
Because he knows, he's like, none of that checks out. There's no way a Mistborn got taken out by just like some guards.
yeah.
Come on.
and it ends this chapter with him thinking like, I need to go find Valette and talk to her.
Yeah.
Because I have to, she's Scott too. I can just
Yeah.
learn so much. I need to go find her.
Plus, he blew up her spot, and he made her think that like her whole cover was blown, and basically told her, "You need to leave.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here. You need to go."
Right.
And so he's probably trying to make sure that he can stop that. Her just basically
But the nobleman naivety,
running.
thinking that it's just a thieving crew. They're trying to steal from them.
Yeah.
And really, they're trying to take him down. Like, they don't realize
Right.
how big the plot is underneath them. They think so less of Ska. They're like, there's no way they could plot that kind of stuff. It's just
Right.
they're just
except for what's her name? The chatty McChatty lady.
yeah.
She's
Krill.
yeah,
Chris.
thank you.
Krill.
So she's on the trail of figuring out that's what's going on.
Kliss.
Thank you.
Bliss.
Yeah.
So she's on the trail of figuring out that this is being orchestrated by Renew
Mhm.
and her.
Right.
She's already on that path, but the other lords haven't quite gotten. Nobles haven't figured that out yet. So
Yeah. So that's how we end this chapter.
Who's
So-
gonna wise enough and pay Lady Kliss a bunch of money for all her information?
yeah, because obviously Vin still owes her some more money for the second fax, because she gave her necklace for the first joint, and then she was like, "There's more." She wanted more information. Then she tried to use her soothing on her. No, all the things. It wasn't just soothing. It was like all the emotional stuff on her, and so she owes her big time.
Yep.
Yeah. So action-packed chapters. Yeah.
They are. So where do you think we're headed next, guys? Like, what do you think? I mean, we're about to come to the end of the book, so
Yeah, I don't know.
this is
To your point about the venture house, like sitting back and being like, oh, it's just a thieving crew. Like, you got to think Lord Venture isn't just sitting back like, we're good. Like, he's got to be planning some sort of defensive, like, he's got something going on. I don't know. To
sure.
protect his house, right? Because he's not dumb. He sees
he's playing 3D
we're in
chess. He's playing 3D chess.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know where that's gonna go, but I don't know. He is just such a bad
okay.
father.
So his skills are mistings.
It's no wonder.
Little,
Oh, they are. Okay. Okay.
they are
I didn't know.
mistings.
So they
They're not
have
necessarily
powers.
Mistborn, but yeah, they're mistings. These are
Okay. Got it. All right.
And
Keep
as
going,
well as
Will.
Zul said, F Lord Venture. But
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
continue-
Screw this dude.
Continue
Screw this
well.
Screws. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's no wonder that Ellen is the way he is, because Ellen is like, I don't know, subconsciously like, I don't want to be anything like my dad, so I'm gonna go fucking
Right.
do my own thing. So, I mean, you see that a lot.
Yeah,
But-
you do.
I don't know. I didn't like the end of it. I don't know what's going on with Ellen and them, but
Mhm.
Well,
see where it goes. Next chapters are going to be good.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, Ellen's definitely coming around. He's not 3D chess, but he's
Good.
getting
I'm gonna
there.
put good in quotation marks.
Right,
for
right,
that.
exactly.
This
That's
is
what
gonna
I mean.
are gonna be good.
He's been raised in a system, and now he's got to try to think outside of that system, and that's hard for him to do. I still feel like he's an idiot because one of the things that kept coming up is about the books, and I'm like, why you come to balls with books that clearly implicate you in subverting all these classist systems that they have. Anyway, all of that, I was like, okay, you're just young. That's what happens when you're young and dumb. Sure, whatever. But I feel like he's on the right path now. I mean, he could have really like blown up the spot when it came to Vin, and he did not. Yeah, he's talking to his inner circle about her, but he's not like
Yeah.
There's not like people like raiding Renew's spot.
But what do you think about now? The noble house knowing about Club's shop, like
something about that. I mean, you know how much I love Clubs. I feel like Clubs is gonna be 2 steps ahead of that. I feel like they're gonna come,
Okay.
they're gonna do some ish or whatever. I don't feel like Clubs is like the raid that happened on the army with a bunch of like untrained people.
Sure.
Club, I feel like, is like, this is an older guy that's like, I know some stuff. He's like probably got somebody ready to kind of account for that.
He's got all sorts of like booby traps, and I mean, because that's a carpentry shop. Like he's got all sorts of shit, like missile turrets popping out the side, like landmine,
like Team Fortress Classic.
Dude,
Yep.
Smoke grenades at the ready, like
yes. I hope.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's ready. But
I hope he is too, man.
Yeah. Indeed. So, favorite character?
I already told you mine.
Marsh. Yeah, you said Marsh already.
Yeah.
still says it.
Still Sazed.
Sazed is always a good choice. Always a good choice, man. Shoot.
I'm gonna give it to Vin for taking on 2 Mistborn. That's
Good call. Good call.
I know Vin's a low hanging fruit, but Vin just is badass in this chapter. Just like
Man, her awareness and her ability to think on her toes, just like, I mean, she just adapts like that, and that's so impressive.
Yeah.
Because having power is one thing, but having power and know how to utilize it in a moment of crisis, that's crazy. That's a special skill.
Yeah.
So good for her.
And being able to pierce copper cloud. I mean, that's a huge development.
A crazy huge development.
She took down a fully trained Mistborn with 8 months of training.
Yes.
At what, 16, 17 years old?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's the one.
She's the one. The one. Neo.
I love that movie, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's
that movie. And it still holds up. We're 24 years since that movie came out. And it came out in 1999, and that movie still holds up. I love that movie so much, man.
It's so good.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
Chef's kiss. The
Yeah.
Wachowskis, man.
Good pick,
Wachowskis.
Yeah.
They nailed it on that one.
They did.
Not the sequels, unfortunately.
Well,
yeah, right. We won't talk about this.
The first one, the first one's great.
Oof, yes.
You won't have to dodge bullets anymore.
Yes.
Anyway, so next week we'll be doing the final 3 chapters of part 4. So we'll finish part 4, and then the following week we'll finish the book. So we have 2 weeks left of this book. So excited about that.
The final countdown.
Ba-da-ba-boo.
Crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, so exciting. So look forward to next week, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of talk about these next 3 chapters. Maybe some tears.
No! Tears. No.
There's going to be tears.
Oh no!
But
oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, there'll be tears. These are rough chapters. But we're getting close to the end.
Okay.
So how we can be found is at thecosmiareads.com. Find our episode links there. You can listen to our episode right there on the website. You also find links to our merchandise. We are doing a giveaway right now on Twitter. So if you go to Twitter right now, you can win some merch. Merch of your choice. All you have to do is go to Twitter and retweet and like the post on there. You have to go find it, because I posted a few things since I started that. But we'll pick a random winner in a few days. I think on the 28th. Yeah, the 28th is when we'll pick a winner. And but yeah, so someone's gonna win some merch from us. We got frosty mugs, got t-shirts, got shot glasses, all sorts of fun stuff. So go to the merchant, or go to the Twitter site, to the Twitters.
The tweeters.
Find the Cosmere Reads at the Cosmere Reads. That's our Twitter. And go find that post, and you might be able to win some merch. Hashtag Sanderlanch. Yeah, we're right there at the Sanderlanch.
That's right. Y'all talked about this before. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. The Sanderlanch.
The Sanderlanch. Yeah, we're there.
I gotta get myself emotionally prepared.
Emotionally prepared for
Right.
because it's a roller coaster of emotions.
Right,
Sandwiches are.
the Sandal Lynch. I'm
Um,
glad you guys reminded me. That's
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, go there, join our Discord. We also do a Patreon. So if you feel so inclined to become a patron, there's extra stuff you can get with that. So go check it out. Different tiers, different things. Yeah. So happy to welcome you into that Patreon family. If you decide to join. Other than that, that's all I got for this week. So until next time, guys.
Oh wait, support the women's world, the U.S. women in the World Cup.
Yeah, there we go. Women's
Yep.
World Cup. It's in Japan,
It's in Australia and New Zealand.
Australia, New Zealand. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So they
Cool.
won the first game, but they play again on Wednesday
All right.
at 9 o'clock. Yes.
9 o'clock. All
Support
right.
our ladies. Support our ladies.
Down under. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Sounds good. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. So, Scott Stank.
Scott Stank, fresh.